Update. Find out what cause students were helping by sleeping outside, what new addition in North Philly has made an enormous impact on Temple students, and what hot new dance class is heating up the IBC Center.
And welcome to this edition of Temple Update. I'm Danielle Sacco.
And I'm Sydney Grant. We begin Temple Update with a very somber news about the loss of a Temple sophomore. The Temple community is mourning the loss of one of its own. A van carrying Temple's Bhangra dance team crashed last week in Virginia. Officials say Temple sophomore Kamini Raghupath died after being ejected from the van. The driver, who was charged with reckless driving, and 6 others were injured. The team was on its way to a competition in North Carolina. Raghupath was 21 years old.
Temple President Ann Weaver Hart issued a statement on the tragic loss of Kamini Raghupath. The loss of a member of our community is never easy, and the sudden death of one of our students is particularly heartbreaking. I have asked the provost to ensure that the university's resources are available to Kamini's friends and all those associated with the Temple University Bhangra Group. I especially encourage anyone who has been affected by this loss to take advantage of the assistance available through Tuttleman Counseling Services.
President Hart was recently joined by presidents from Penn State, the University of Pittsburgh, and Lincoln University to testify before the Pennsylvania House Appropriations Committee. The state budget hearing was held to discuss Pennsylvania's financial support of the 4 state-related institutions. Pennsylvania's appropriation accounts for more than 20% of Temple's operating budget.
And a team from the Middle States Commission on Higher Education visited Temple's campuses to evaluate the school's accreditation. The process ensures standards for resource distribution, general education, and admissions. The Middle States team toured facilities and attended exhibitions and demonstrations during their visit. And the world has seen yet another devastating natural disaster. An 8.8 magnitude earthquake recently hit Chile and caused a tsunami to hit a coastal town. Tsunami warnings were posted throughout the South Pacific after the quake. The epicenter was located in the town of Concepcion, approximately 300 miles from the capital, Santiago. The death toll stands at just under 1,000 and is expected to climb as Chile slowly recovers.
If you plan to travel to Cancun this spring break, the U.S. Department of State warns you to be extra cautious. The department has issued a travel alert for any students traveling to Mexico during their week off. The warning comes as a result of increased violence by drug cartels. Officials urge tourists to comply with checkpoints through the country, stay in tourist areas, and avoid traveling alone. The brothers from Alpha Chi Omega recently camped out for a good cause. The members pitched tents near the bell tower and endured cold, wet weather to collect money and raise awareness for homelessness in Philadelphia. The fraternity has held the drive for 4 years. All funds raised went to the Philadelphia Committee to End Homelessness.
And there's a new addition to the North Philadelphia community that's made an enormous impact for Temple students. Update's Kara Thomas has more.
There's excitement about a new grocery store in the community. The Fresh Grocer opened in December and has been a neighborhood hotspot ever since. Kenny Ash is a part owner of Progress Plaza.
We're very excited about Fresh Grocer making an investment in this community. This community had not had a supermarket since 1998.
Not only is this a new local place to food shop, but it's supplying hundreds of community members with jobs. 73% of the store's employees live within a 2-mile radius. Amanda Dennis is a North Philadelphia resident and a manager at the store who benefits from its location.
It still gives me the convenience of being close for my children, but still being able to help provide for the family. So it's a great thing to be really close to the job.
Every day, Amanda witnesses the impact the Fresh Grocer has on the community.
It's a great convenience to now have some place that not only caters to the neighborhood, but offers you great, fresh things at all kinds of low prices, and it's just wonderful having this here.
Besides the economic impact, the Fresh Grocer provides residents and Temple students with the opportunity to eat healthy at affordable prices.
This is the only healthy store in the area. If you walk around the streets, what you see? Chinese, you see Crown Fried Chicken, you see McDonald's. Like, where is there to eat healthy here? This is the only place.
The Fresh Grocer tries to accommodate shoppers by offering free delivery to those who buy $50 of groceries or more and live within 3 miles. They are proud to say that they will soon be accepting Diamond Dollars as well. The Fresh Grocer is located at the corner of North Broad Street and Jefferson in the Sullivan Progress Plaza. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Kara Thomas.
College students may no longer have the chance to swipe it. A new law makes it harder for anyone under the age of 21 to sign up for a credit card. Anybody underage must show they have the means to repay or have a cosigner to be eligible to have a credit card. The law also limits marketing gimmicks on college campuses like free t-shirts and pizza that are meant to entice students into signing up. A new Temple University study has found college students look at Facebook pictures to determine the best way to live out their college years. The study, done in part by Journalism Department Chair Andrew Mendelson, analyzed over 300 photos and found certain trends in student pages.
People reminiscing about, the party last night or things like that. Oh my God, I was so wasted, or things like that. But again, ways of networking each other, connecting to each other.
The study also found underclassmen are more likely to post pictures of social events, and upperclassmen change their pages to be more professional.
And as we enter the month of March, America is celebrating Women's History Month. The public celebration began in 1978 as Women's History Week. Joint legislation from Congress declared the week a national observance. Just years later until officials expanded it to a full month. The celebration was inspired by the women's movement in the 1960s, as well as advancements in politics and the social climate over the years. And it looks like March just might be the month of choice for steak lovers in Philadelphia. 8 popular Philadelphia steakhouses will begin a price-fixed menu Sunday through Thursday throughout the month of March as a part of Philadelphia Steak Month. The 3-course menu is priced at $50 per person, with each steakhouse offering up their own signature dish.
Spring is in the air, which means it's time for one of the most anticipated Philadelphia attractions of the year. Updates Amanda McGrath was at the Philadelphia Flower Show.
Every year, the Pennsylvania Convention Center hosts the Philadelphia Flower Show. This year, Temple Update had a chance to visit while the site was still under construction.
The Philadelphia International Flower Show is the oldest and longest running flower show in the world. It dates back to 1829, and for those that don't know what it is, it's really 11 acres of gardens and activities. There's really something for everyone.
A couple plants in the Explorers Show have special lineages.
We have plants represented from the very first flower show in 1829. There's a special vessel fern that's coming that is a direct descendant from the Wilkes expedition.
Clearly, the flower show is still under construction today, but soon every exhibit will look like this one behind me. On February 28th, the show opened to the public. The sheer amount of plants used each year is extraordinary, with over 1 million flowers used during the 2010 exhibit. 79,000 dried flowers make up the Explorer's hot air balloon alone. But professional companies and botanical experts aren't the only ones with places at the flower show. Temple has a spot as well.
Temple Ambler's campus has been in the show for several years, and they have one of the best educational exhibits at the show. They are doing something that's very green and very eco-friendly, and I think people are really going to enjoy it.
To find out more information about next year's show, including ways to volunteer and help, go to theflowershow.com. For Temple Update, I'm Amanda McGrath.
Coming up later on Temple Update, Dana Stemrich has your top 5 spring break vacation spots of 2010.
Don't go away, there's much more to come.
We'll be right back.